we just got back from the premiere of the new Ninja Turtles movie, Out of the Shadows. You know, Ninja Turtles 2. So we're doing a little thing. We're doing something a little different for this review. We're still doing a Talking with Turtles. So just a little behind the scenes. Like by the time we record this, we still haven't finished editing our latest episode review, which is Earth's Last Stand. You guys gotta understand, like, we put a lot of work in those reviews, and that's why it kind of takes a while. And also, we had MomoCon, and then like the unboxings, like all those kind of like get in the way sometimes with those things. And we want to make something quality. So we are doing a Talking with Turtles review for this, but something else we do with Talking with Turtles is right before we do the review and we write down what we're gonna write and plan out what's gonna plan out our outline of everything that's gonna happen. I actually go and rewatch the episode just so it's still fresh in my mind. This is a movie. With the movie, I have to drive to the movie theater and then drive back home and then do everything. So we're just gonna do this a quick review, and it's just my initial thoughts of the movie. Let me guys know what you guys think. If you guys like this, I might start doing more of this. You know, just let me know. But you know what? All right, let's go ahead and talk about the new movie. So before we go talk, oh man, you guys are gonna hate me. So before we go talk about the new movie, everyone's like favorite question to ask me is, what do I think of the first movie? And just to put it brief and everything, and just to put it brief, what I think about the first movie is it's a fun movie. I really enjoyed it, but it was a movie that was hard for me to recommend to people because there's so many flaws with it that I didn't feel like it was a good movie. So let's go with this one. This movie, I'm just gonna tell you guys right off the bat, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this one better than the first movie. I thought they did more things right in this movie, and there was a lot more technical things that they did right, and that's also because we also have 2 extra years of technology advances. So let's go ahead and just start breaking down of what I liked. You know, I'll talk about some of the new characters. I'm not going to go over everything. I'm going to keep this as spoiler free as I can. I only seen one trailer of this movie before I went to go see it, so I'm only going to talk about the characters that were in that trailer. Some of the characters I already knew coming in just because they made toys of them. I'm still not going to talk or reveal them. But I'm pretty sure you guys know, like who some of those characters are. Like, you know, let's go ahead and talk about. So first, like all the new characters they introduced in this movie, it's all characters from like the Ninja Turtle lore. We have like characters that most people are going to be familiar with. One of them, people are gonna scratch their heads about, just because if they've seen the original cartoon, they're gonna kind of wonder why he doesn't look the same like he did from the cartoon. But everyone else is here is like very familiar. You know, so the hero side, we get Casey Jones, who's played by Stephen Arnell, who is most famous for Arrow. I don't know if he's done anything else other than Arrow, but he was actually pretty cool. I have not finished one season of Arrow, but what I've seen, I've liked. And I actually had like some of my friends come and ask me, hey, how is he? I kind of wanted to only see the movie just for him and everything. So if you guys want to see the movie only for him, he's in there. He's in a good amount, but like not too many fight scenes. And for Casey Jones wise, he is completely different from all the other Casey Jones. This Casey Jones, he's more level-headed. He actually was a police officer, like, you know, something that's never, like, not that I know that's ever done in any other Ninja Turtle comics or cartoons, and like, you know, there is one hilarious thing about the mask which I really love, just because if you ever try to talk through a mask, like, that's exactly what happens. But like, but like, you know, the Casey Jones we see in the trailer, where like, he has the mask and the hockey sticks, and that's only one scene. Everything else is good. It's different. It's not like, and so I can see a lot of people not liking this difference. I didn't mind it because I actually am open to different things, as long as they don't actually like compromise the character, which I don't feel like they really compromised the character. He was just more level-headed. Like, that's not, and most Casey Jones has always been just kind of crazy and Goongala. There's no Goongala in the movie, sorry guys. I was kind of a little disappointed about that too. But like, it's still, at heart, it's still Casey, and it's like, it was still very enjoyable. So other than that, the other two new characters that were shown in the trailers are widely known, Bebop and Rocksteady. So if you guys don't know, in Ninja Turtles 2, Secrets of the Ooze, they actually tried to get Bebop and Rocksteady, and they couldn't because of licensing. They had the license for the Mirage comics, but not the Fred Wolf characters. So they couldn't bring Bebop and Rocksteady to this movie. It's like, finally, like, we actually have a movie where we have Bebop and Rocksteady, and they're actually done really good. 2 words best describes these guys, and that's my man. When you guys see the movie, you'll understand that completely. Bebop and Rocksteady kind of bring the PG-13 into the movie. They're the most sophomore characters in here. All the park jokes goes to them. Like the inappropriate jokes. One of the first things they do after they transform is they actually go and like look down their pants. And that's just their characters. And it was actually, I didn't mind it too much. And the reason why I didn't mind it too much was that, like, all that kind of stuff was just left to them. In the first movie, I just remember Michelangelo farted when he got and fell into the sewer thing. And then there was some other stuff. I just liked it that the crude characters, all the crude elements of this movie, and why there are crude elements in movies nowadays. I blame the youth. I'm old. Come on, I can do that. But it's given to these guys, and I just like that it's just given to these guys, and it actually really fits them really good, and they don't try to force it onto other characters. So we also get some changes. Shredder, completely different, like different actor, and like just different in general. That whole robot armor thing is nowhere seen in this movie, and Cry is also a different actress as well. And I felt like Cry did more in this movie than she did in the first movie. I still don't know. I'll have to go see it again. I still don't know if they ever say her name. And like, I know in the first movie they said her name, but it was like it was in the subtitle when Shredder was talking Japanese. But this one, I just don't know. Like, if you guys will watch this and you remember, let me know down in the comments below if like her name's ever said, because I really don't know. It, like, she's still Shredder's like right-hand man and everything. And like, they don't really explore any new aspects between Shredder and Karai. We don't know if they're related in this movie or not. Just like the last movie. But like I said, she does do more, and she, yeah. And then the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers, like, one of my major complaints about the first movie was the foot soldiers were, like, you know, actual soldiers. They're actually ninjas this time, which was actually a really cool welcome change. And also John Knoxville is not voicing Leonardo anymore. The mocap suit guy is he's now doing Leonardo. Tony Shalhoub does return as Splinter, and I believe that's all, like, the cast changes that I can think of, like, just right off the top of my head. And so one of my other complaints about the first movie was always that I always thought the plot was just so throwaway and so garbage. Like, you know, we had this character, Sax, who was rich, who owned a mansion, who wanted to be more rich, and that was the reason why he was, like, putting this mutagen gas throughout the whole New York City was for this. It, like, you know, it was something that, I mean, they probably spent, like, maybe, like, 3 minutes writing it, and then another 3 hours just trying to make sense of it as they're, like, chugging along. This one is it's a lot more grander, like, and Shredder, he actually meets with another character. I'm not gonna say who it is. He meets him actually really early on, and from that, like Shredder gets the plans to try to bring this character into New York, and, like, just from there, like, from there they just go, and that's how they kind of hit it off. And then, like, you know, we have that, and then for, like, the turtle side, we actually have something that's actually really interesting, and that is that like, you know, it's how, like, you know, at the beginning it's Halloween. Michelangelo, he wants to go into the streets. He wants to just go out there and be with people, because he's always, like, hiding in the sewers and everything. You know, his brothers gets mad because, you know, they're not supposed to do that. And then, like, just the sequence of events, what happens is that they actually get something that actually lets them become humans. And this is, like, where I really like the conflict, is that, like, just Leonardo as the leader, and like, you know, probably the oldest. They really never say who is the oldest. Like, you know, he just kind of takes it upon himself to say, you know what, I don't want my brothers to know about this. And Michelangelo and Raphael, they find out about this, and it just becomes huge. It's like this brotherly quarrel between each other, and it was such, like, I mean, as a person with brothers, I really appreciate this, because it's something that happens. It's something, like, you know, you get mad, and then, like, you have, like, that whole, like, mistrust and everything, and it really set that dynamic, and which was a really good conflict between the turtles and each other, that I really liked, and it was really good, and so it was very good in that aspect. So other things about this movie: special effects, really good. If you guys like the special effects of the first movie, you'll really like the special effects of this movie. I haven't seen the first movie in I want to say about 3-4 months now. I believe the design of Splinter in this movie is actually improved from the first movie. I could be wrong about that, but I felt like, you know, his fur just looked more realistic, and I never liked the design of Splinter in the first movie. And action figure wise, the first movie action figure and the second movie action figure, to me they both look ugly. But I really felt like they really improved on Splinter. He just looked better to me. I could be wrong. This could be just me thinking that everything else was kind of better, that I wanted this to be better too. So I could be wrong about that. Turtles wise, like, you know, we just see more detail with them, which is actually really cool. And also something else they did is they took less stuff off the turtles. Now you only, like, all 4 turtles, they're wearing pants, but they're not actually wearing like shirts. Instead, like, they have belts and everything, but like their chests are exposed, and that's that stuff. Now, if you look at like Bebop, you see that like his belly like jiggles. It's a very natural. It's actually really cool. Some other things to pay attention to. So in the beginning, the Michelangelo, he gets a pizza. Pay attention to that pizza guy. It's someone really important in the Ninja Turtles creation. That's all I'm gonna say. And they actually say his first name too. So just pay attention there. Just really pay attention. And some other things. Some things I kind of wish was on this one. Shredder. You know, I was very disappointed in Shredder in the first movie. In this movie, I felt like he was better, but at the same time, he does not get to any action. He just doesn't. Like, and like you see him get into his armor, and then then something happens, and we don't see it again. Like, you know, one thing I did like was that, so one of the new characters that was in this movie, and you're gonna figure out who it is if you guys haven't figured it out by now. Someone comments that he looks like a chewed up piece of bubble gum, and that's something that my brother and we always called this character from the original cartoon, and I was actually like really kind of cool to hear that in this movie. And but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this one better. So should you go see it? This is the way I'm gonna say it. Okay. If you really like the first movie, you should definitely go see it. You will really enjoy this one. If you didn't like the first movie, I'm honestly not 100% confident that some of these improvements are enough for you guys to go and enjoy this one. You might want to just kind of hold off and maybe wait for a rental, or it hits Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime, wherever it hits now. I can never like keep track of these things anymore. And if you're a really big Ninja Turtles fan, you should definitely check it out. Even if you're a big Ninja Turtles fan and you didn't like the first movie, you should still check it out. Maybe like a matinee showing. It's hard for me to judge in that area, just because like I said, I still enjoyed the first movie, and this movie was just everything better. But yeah, so that's basically what I think about this movie. Like I said, we will do a Talking with Turtles where I will probably gather my thoughts a little better and go into more detail about what I like, probably gonna go into some nitpickings and go into some like, you know, some Easter eggs that they put into there. So look forward to that sometime in the future. And if you guys saw this movie, let me know down in the comments below. And let me know, and like if you're planning to go see this movie, just let me know. Alright. Till next time, guys. Alright, see you guys.